The boy's in the living room on the left.
And who are you?
I am leaving.
Charming.
Let's go meet the package.
Really, this is the best that father could get me. Half expect them to pull a clown outfit out of their asses. Yep. Alright, I've got to go. See ya. So this is it. My knights in shining armour.
Who was that guy that just left?
Mr. J. Now he is the man. Tough as nails.
So why isn't he looking after you then?
Because he sent bodyguard workers for suckers. His words, not mine. So you must be Bryn.
What makes you think I'm Bryn?
Because they told me that Bryn looks like he was at the back of the queue when God was giving out brain cells.
You believe in God? Pity.
Go on then. Why is that a pity?
'Cause when you die, I can tell from 1 minute's conversation with you that you'll be going down under. God wouldn't wipe his arse with you.
There is hope for you yet. Jim, as in, beat me up?
Oh, that's original.
Well, if you're getting bored of it, then change your name. Try Spock, as in, live long, die painfully. Blood splattered everywhere, guts all over the walls.
Think you've got a few screws loose, eh, kid?
Ain't we all?
So, is this your place?
My dad's company's in the FTSE 100. He can do way better than this numbnut. This is just a safe house.
Bryn, go and check all the rooms. What's your name, kid?
None of your business.
Is he for real?
You can call me kid.
Think I'll stick with Brat.
Mary isn't it? Age 55, one brother, no kids. Living in an apartment at 23 Crenshaw Crescent. Nice little furball of a cat called Tibby, right? You call me Brat and I will have Mr. J come round your apartment, stab you in the eye and pull it out of its socket.
Whoa, steady.
You call me kid and we'll get along just fine.
Go check out back and take a recce of the surrounding area.
Feels like we got off on the wrong foot.
I think we got off on exactly the foot you were looking for.
All rooms are secure. The windows are triple glazed and locked. The back door's got 3 iron bolts. Nothing getting through without waking the neighbourhood.
Well, I doubt we're being paid for an easy 2 days. So, every 20 minutes, we'll take a sweep of the whole area. I'll go and see what food's in the kitchen. You can babysit the kid.
I don't need babysitting.
What you need is your mouth stapled shut. Or better still, we could lock you in the basement. They didn't say we couldn't. Just here to make sure you don't get killed.
You could do that. You know, lock me in the basement. My father might actually see the funny side and slap you on the back and laugh with you. Or, on the other hand, he might not laugh. Do you know my father?
No.
No? Well, I must admit, I've never seen him laugh once. Not once. So my best guess, and this is based on my experience, that he wouldn't laugh. And when he's told that Bryn has locked his son in a basement, well, I think he roasts your testicles on an open fire with the rest of your body still attached.
You two getting along?
Like an house on fire.
Looks like we got enough food for a month. What's it looking like on the outside?
Oh, fine. Garden fences are all secure. And there's a high voltage floor covering 6 feet from the edge all the way around. So anyone jumping out is going to be toast. You'd have to be Carl Lewis to make that jump. The only way into this house is through the front.
Good work.
Listen, can I have a word?
Yeah, sure.
Look, kid, if I'm going to protect you for the next 2 days, it'd be a lot easier if we just get along. You know, be civil with each other.
I couldn't agree more. Let's start again.
So who exactly are you, kid? All I know is you're a rich man's son, and I'm getting paid good money to protect you for 2 days.
So, you don't know who my father is?
No, I don't.
Well, let me tell you a little story.
I'll make myself comfy.
Late last year, I was on a private island off the coast of Mexico. Golden beach, blue skies, and the sea. The sea was crystal clear, like you could drink from it. My father introduced me to this local kid called Julio. He encouraged me to get to know him and become friends. So I did. Julio was a good kid and we had fun over the next 6 weeks. We became best friends. But one morning, I'm dragged out of my bed into this pit. Julio on his knees on the opposite side of this pit. My father walks in and drops a knife in the centre. I ask him, "What's going on?" He doesn't say anything for a while. But then he comes up to me and says, "Son, this is a life lesson that family always comes first." He takes a few steps back and says to the both of us, "This will be a fight to the death. Whoever wins will not be killed." I've got to be thinking, he's crazy. So I'm begging him not to do this. But then my friend, Julio, runs up and grabs the knife. It doesn't look like he wants to do it any more than I do. But he understands. Kill or be killed. But the year before, I'd been taught how to disarm somebody with a knife and how to use one. Never thought too much about that. My father has sent me on plenty of crazy shit. All blurs into one after a while. So now I'm facing my friend, who is no longer my friend. Survival instincts kick in. I can tell that he doesn't know how to use a knife. But why would he? He's a kid. But I remember my training. Adrenaline kicks in. I step forward. He lunges at me. I block. And before I knew it, the blade was in my hand. So I do what I have to do. And, well, I'm sitting here talking to you.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's my father.
What's up?
I'm not feeling good about this at all.
What? 50 grand for 2 days' work? What's not to love about that?
This house is like Fort Knox at the back. The only way in is through the front door.
Well, you said that already. What's your point?
Point is, his dad don't need us. He could have had the very best if he wanted, but he hired us.
Well, I think I got a bit more belief in you, me and Bryn.
Oh, come on. The money's gone to your head. You're not thinking straight. We're low-level thugs at best. Why hire us when you've got the money to hire much better?
You can walk away, Mary. There's nothing keeping you here. Apart from the money.
You know I need my share.
So what is there to talk about?
It'll be no good to me if I'm dead. How do you even know this kid's dad anyway?
I did a couple of jobs for him back when I was young. No direct contact, of course, through one of his many crews. Then, out of the blue, I get a call. Easy money, they told me.
You don't say that like you're convinced.
Oh, I know his type. You earn every penny.
So he's a bad fucker then?
Aren't we all? Look, there is no way into this bloody house other than through the front door.
It's a cop. What's he want? Oh, fuck knows. I haven't opened the door.
We're going to have to open it.
Why me?
Because it doesn't take all of us.
3 of us look odd. So Mary and me, we go back to the kid.
That still doesn't answer my question.
'Cause I'm in bloody charge, so I say what happens and who does what.
Fuckers. Hello, officer. Something up?
Good day, sir. Nothing to worry about as such. There have been some break-ins in the neighbourhood over the past month, so we're just going door to door to ask everyone to keep their eyes peeled and make sure the houses are locked up safely.
Well, that's much appreciated.
Sergeant Mason. And your name, sir?
Smith, Bryn Smith.
Nice house.
Yeah, it is. Is there anything else, Sergeant?
No, Mr. Smith.
Thank you for dropping by.
No trouble.
Bye then.
Goodbye, sir.
Has he gone?
No, I left him in the kitchen. What do you think? Of course he's fucking gone.
What did he want?
Just going round the neighbourhood about some break-ins. Going door to door, making sure as good people keep an eye out.
Get his name.
Sergeant Mason.
Get your dad to get him checked out.
Sure.
Did he ask your name?
Yeah, he caught me on the op. I said my name was Smith.
Are you That's the best you could come up with.
You might as well just call yourself Joe Bloggs.
Right, both of you. Go through the place again, then we can get something to eat.
Sounds good to me.
So, Jim, 2 outstanding warrants. 1 for shooting a security guard.
It was self-defence. He pulled a gun on me.
You were breaking and entering. He was just doing his job. He was supposed to be there. You were not.
You pull a gun, you accept the consequences.
I think you'll need a better defence than that if you ever end up in court.
That's not going to happen.
Well, from what I read, he was early 70s.
Oh, are you feeling sorry for the guy?
No, I just recognise a psychopath when I see one.
Bit young for that.
You haven't met my father.
Nothing going on up top.
You said it.
Do us a favour. Watch the kid. I'm starving.
So, Bryn, how many people have you killed?
I ain't playing that game.
Well, since the age of 10, my father said it was the right age for me to learn the ways of a man. He told me there were 6 ways to kill.
Didn't he ever read you any Harry Potter? Some kids stuff like that?
5 are commonly known. 1, rifle, shoot from a distance, unseen. 2, explosives. 3, handgun, close up when you look your victim in the eyes. 4, knife, taught me that lesson on that island I told you about. 5, with your bare hands.
And you're telling me you've done all of them?
Well, if I said yes, you wouldn't believe me. So it's best not to say nothing.
So, what's the 6th?
The 6th is called the Art of Persuasion.
Okay, I'll bite. So what is the Art of Persuasion?
I'll show you.
What? You gonna kill me?
Why would I do that? You're here to protect me. Do you like card tricks?
Nope.
Shuffle the pack. I'm going to ask you a series of questions and I need you to answer them for me, okay?
Sure.
2 groups. One group is 1 to 5, whilst the other is 6 to 10. Choose either group.
1 to 5.
Now, 2 groups within that group. 1 to 2 is 1, 3 to 5 is the other. Choose either.
1 to 2.
That leaves 3 to 5. One group is 3, the other is 4 to 5. Choose either.
4 to 5.
Choose 4 or 5.
4.
Okay, so that leaves 5. Now, 2 groups again. Hearts and diamonds is 1, clubs and spades is the other. Choose either.
Hearts and diamonds.
That leaves clubs and spades. Choose either clubs or spades.
Clubs.
So the 5 of clubs, is that what you choose?
Yep.
Point at 2 of the piles. Point at 1 of the 2. Now, point at 1 of the remaining 2 cards. So remind me, what card did you choose?
5 of clubs.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
You mean that card is not the 5 of clubs, which means that you lost, kid.
Don't misunderstand me. The card is the 5 of clubs. It's just that you didn't choose it. I did. The Art of Persuasion.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Looks like you 2 are friends after all.
Bryn, go grab yourself something to eat.
I don't mind if I do. Been interesting, kid.
You've been playing card tricks.
Nope. Giving out life lessons.
Oh, right.
So, Mary, what do you plan to do with your cut of the money?
I don't like making plans till the money's in my account.
It's not in your account. Why would that be?
Because the job's not done.
Really? That's interesting.
Why'd you say that?
I know my father. The money's always transferred ahead of the work. Then, if you mess up, he has another reason to kill you slowly.
Well, I guess you don't know everything about your dad, because I've had fuck all.
Oh, I know my father. Guess the money's been transferred to Bryn or Jim. Must have gone to their account, right, Jim?
Jim?
Listen, I planned to pass it out the minute the job was done.
What? You telling me you've already had all the money? You didn't tell us. That's our money. It's not for you to fucking choose.
What if we don't all make it back? One of us gets killed, then we can't retrieve the money from their account, can we? Just made more sense to split it when the job was done.
What if you don't make it back, Jim? What if you get killed? What then?
I'm indestructible. You know that'll never
That's
happen.
not a fucking answer.
May I offer an explanation?
Now you keep out of it, kid.
No. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Thank you, Mary. Did I say that I liked you? One thing that you probably didn't know about my father is that he likes to play games. Mind games, to be precise. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I need you to fill in the blanks. How much are you being paid to protect me?
50 grand.
Each?
No. Between us.
How's your maths, Mary?
Meaning.
50 doesn't divide evenly into 3.
Are you seriously listening to this idiot?
Yeah, quite right, Jim. She should listen to you. You know, the man that has the money in his account gaining interest as we speak. Yeah, she should listen to you.
Go on.
What are the chances of a cop going door to door asking the good neighbours to watch out for possible thieves? Not enough police to handle murder or serious crime, but apparently enough to go door to door for petty theft. So Jim asked me to ask my father to run a check on Sergeant Mason. Unusual, I thought at the time, that Jim would know my father had such access. Now I know my father, and he sends me a message stating that Sergeant Mason is indeed a serving officer at the local constabulary.
Well, there you are then.
Like I said, I know my father. It's fair to say that he and my uncle don't see eye to eye, but my uncle also has connections, so I messaged him to see if he could do a check.
And?
It turns out that Sergeant Mason has been on suspension for the past 5 months, pending an outcome on an internal investigation.
So he's a bent copper. What would he be doing here then?
He must have been sent here. I doubt he knows the seriousness of what he's walking into.
I don't follow.
My father only likes one person to know the rules. Only one person.
Jim?
Precisely.
Are you seriously listening to this child? This is me, Mary, your friend.
Who, to be fair, is kindly looking after your money as a gesture of friendship.
Shut the fuck up.
Jim, what the fuck do you think you're doing? You kill him, we're all dead.
He's lying to you, Mary. He's poisoning you against me.
If I'm wrong, I wholeheartedly apologise. But if I may, I'll finish my hypothesis.
No, you fucking won't.
Finish it, kid.
Mary, it's me.
Sergeant Mason has probably been promised some money for turning up as a distraction. Possibly something like 5 grand. Very easy money for a man in his desperation.
A distraction?
Sergeant Mason will come back to the house, I am sure. Presumably, Brim will go to the door like he did last time, leaving you alone with Jim, which is when he'll kill you and tell Bryn that you were going to kill him. He'll plead self-defence like he did against that elderly security guard.
You have got some imagination, kid.
That's true. It's also true that 50 grand goes evenly when divided by 2. Or even better, if you don't have to divide it at all.
What, you mean Bryn? You think he plans on killing him too?
Why not? You get 50 grand if I don't die. Not saying all 3 of you have to live.
Listen to him, Mary. Do you really think I am that clever?
I wonder who that could be.
What's going on?
Go check who's at the door. Don't answer it. Just come back and tell us.
I know nothing about that copper. I ain't playing you, Mary. He's talking shit.
It's Sergeant Mason again.
Shit. Okay, get him in. Keep him in the hallway.
But he's a cop.
He's a bent cop. And don't ask, just do.
Well, ever since Jim shot that elderly security guard, no one's hiring him, which means his bank balance is not healthy. Money changes people.
Not me, it don't.
Says the man with Mary and Bryn's money in his bank account gaining interest as we speak. You planning on giving him that as well?
I ain't playing no more bloody games.
In!
Hey, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, just keep moving.
Let me go, you'll not hear from me or anyone, I swear.
Where's your cuffs? Right. Now get down there. You move an inch and I'll know. The front door's locked and this house is locked down. When I come back, if you've moved, I'll put a bullet in your head. What the fuck?
He was playing us. He planned to take all of the money.
No, not Jim.
Jim already has our 50 grand sitting in his bank account. Has he given you your cut yet?
No.
No, because he wasn't planning to.
What we gonna do?
The way that I see it is that we have what we call a dilemma.
Are you sure a minute, Roy? I need to think this through.
Is Sergeant Mason dead?
No, I cuffed him and left him in the hallway.
We're going to have to kill him.
Are you serious? He's a cop. He said if we let him go, he wouldn't say nothing to no one.
And you're prepared to take that chance?
He's a bank cop in way over his head. Like us.
So what do we do?
I need to think.
Do you trust her?
Mary? Yeah, kinda.
Kind of.
I don't really know her too well. I saw her as Jim's friend.
Well, look how that worked out for Jim.
We're here to protect you, right? I don't see how this changes anything. Your dad can get rid of Jim's body.
Would you consider yourself a thinker?
I'm getting tired of your shit, kid.
I'm not trying to piss you off. Look, I see you as the take action kind of guy. You know, point you in the right direction and you'll pull the trigger. Now me, I spent my short life being taught the fine art of strategy. So I'm a thinker, so I'll tell you what I think. Mary now, she's also a thinker. And right now, she's working out her best way out of this situation. For her, not you.
You know what I think? You're not in any danger, and never were. Right, kid?
I've got to tell you, when I first saw you three walk in, I had my doubts.
What does that mean?
I've had bodyguards all my life. And, well, you three don't exactly look like the creme de la creme. I suspected I was being played.
By who?
His dad. Right?
Who else?
So, you're not the one being hunted. We are.
I guess.
I guess I'll just change the rules. Teach your dad your lesson. What do you think about that then, kid?
A perfectly understandable decision. At least in the heat of the moment. But once you remove the emotional response and come back to hard, dispassionate logic, then such an outcome will mean a very short lifespan for both of you. And I'm sure Sergeant Mason.
What the fuck's he done?
My father plays by his rules. And while I gave up trying to understand them a good while ago, I do see one common denominator. One is left standing. One of you walks out alive. Only one. However, if you do kill me, then I'd imagine you would all join me not long after.
Fuck.
I'll take my chances.
Think it through, Mary. This house has been under constant surveillance. You attract on the way in. You'll not get 3 steps out the front door before being shot.
You really are a smug son of a bitch.
Well, I never knew my mother, so I can't answer to that. But as regards to the accusation of being smug, not at all. I've unfortunately stared death in the face on multiple occasions, to the point that it no longer extracts the emotional response from me. But you're forgetting one thing that allows you a way out alive and with 50 grand.
One of us is allowed to live.
Exactly. And I do have to say that I do hope it's Bryn, as I've grown quite fond of him. You did the right thing. Go sit in the kitchen. No need to look at her.
The cop?
Leave him to me. I doubt he's part of all this madness.
You mean your dad's mind fuck?
Leave him with me for 2 minutes and you'll end up 50 grand richer.
Why should I have faith in you?
Because I like to see my father lose. Trust me, I'm on your side.
You've got 2 minutes.
Sergeant Mason, you've got to help me.
Kid, I can't help much. My hands are cut.
I grabbed this off the table. He didn't see me.
Who didn't see you?
The man, he's crazy. There's 2 people dead in there already.
I'm gonna have to try and jump him, kid.
I grabbed this off the dead woman.
You did well.
Don't try and arrest him, Sergeant. He's a madman. He'll shoot you as soon as he sees you.
Kid? Just stay behind me. Kid?
Please don't let him kill me.
Kid?
He'll kill us both!
Oh.
You did well.
Who are you?
No one you need concern yourself with. You can leave, Sergeant.
Leave? But this...
Don't you worry about any of this. All this will be sorted and your name won't be linked. In fact, you'll be pleased to know you're no longer under suspension. You can go back to work on Monday.
I don't understand.
You don't need to, unless you want to go to prison, a bent copper, for murder.
No.
Police Sergeant Arnold Mason, 47 Richmond Avenue, wife Margaret, Maggie to her friends, 3 children, Harry, Sarah and Elizabeth. You work for me now. Return to work on Monday, and if we need your assistance, we'll be in touch.
Did I pass, Father?
With flying colours.